Hello, good morning for everybody. I'm Luciano Ruas. We are going to talk about the Brazilian accent in improvisation. Today we are going to talk about how to take new ideas using the song you are playing to improvise and how to study them. Alright, let's start. I'm going to use a song from Milton de Holanda, so-called Frevo Carioca, and I want to choose the second part of this frevo. If you want to know this song, it's on my channel in YouTube. You can search for it. I'm going to leave in the comments the link, alright? And I'm choosing this one because I think it's very interesting to take some ideas from the theme you are playing. I said many people tries to just play jazz scales, and Brazilian music doesn't sound like this. Let me show you the part, and after we are going to take ideas to improvise. Alright, let's start. This is the original composition. If you realize there is a lot of interesting ideas, musical ideas. I'm gonna play and comment to you hear with more attention what I think it's good to use after when we start improvising. All right. For example, the first idea I think already is a good idea. It's a syncopation with intervals. After that, we have a different rhythm. All right. This rhythm changes its place when we played repeatedly. All right. Hello, Brian. Thanks for coming. After that, now we have a syncopated melody. Now we have a melody with triplets. After that, we have another melody that changes its place, a repeated melody that changes its place when we repeat the ideas. Here again. After that, we have a scale idea. After that, another idea with that repeats and changes its place on the measure. And to finish, we have another interesting idea that we have a group of 5 notes. I'm gonna take one of these idea and try to improvise the whole chorus with just this idea. Sometimes we are going to have problems to connect or for example to play inside some chord. It doesn't matter. Don't worry. Try to do in places of the harmony that you can do it. All right. For example, let's take this first idea. This is the original idea. Let's try to use in another place of the theme. Sounds good, don't you think? In a real situation, of course I won't use this idea, the whole chorus, but I took the first idea and I can play inside the theme. You can also realize that I had some difficulties to play at the end of the theme, this part. I think it's because I have more chords in this place. When we have problems to play in some place, we try just to study it. Let's see. Sounded better, but still out of time. It's getting better, the quality of the ideas. I have to do more and more to unblock this my ability to play with more, to play in a easier way. Understand? For example, we have another idea. Let me play again the theme. This is an interesting idea, rhythm idea. Okay, I'm gonna try to play. Third idea. This time we have an syncopated idea. Here, that's in frevo. We try to play the articulation of the sound. All right. We can also change the direction of the phrase. It's a descending phrase. We can play or mixture with accenting phrase. At the end, I mixtured as ascending with descending, but at the end of my improvise, I mixtured the motion. I mixtured the motion at the middle of the phrase. For example, I started to make it descending, but at the end I jumped some notes and did the finalization of the phrase with more higher notes. Understand? For example, we had different kinds of motion in this phrase. All right, let me remind what comes next. I'm gonna mixture all the ideas we did till now to try to improvise in a more musical way. Okay, we're gonna have the syncopated intervals. After that, I'm going to use this rhythm. I'm sorry. And after that, I'm going to improvise using this kind of phrase. Okay, I'll try to force an improvisation using just these ideas, alright? Let's do it. I mixed the first idea with the second, intervals, but this time in a scale way. We had a little connection problem. Let's continue. Let's continue taking ideas from the theme. This was the last. This is a complex phrase of using thirds. Triplets, I was trying to say. Let's try to recognize the pattern. It's up mixture with down. I don't know if I'm going to play with easily, but let's try. For example, let's hear the idea again. It's very complex. This is a kind of phrase that sounds, if we develop the its motion, that sounds a lot of modern. It's not a traditional frevo idea. Then it takes a very interesting but modern sound. All right. And for this kind of phrase, for example, I studied separately because it's so complex to do. If you want, if you want, I develop it. Please tell me on comments. All right, I'll work with easier ideas to you learn about my way of studying it. Okay. And if you want, I do this complex phrase one video for this. All right. Let's take the next. This idea is very good. Ta 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 ta. Realize here that all the times I repeat, I'm not in the same place of time. Ta 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 ta. Let's use in the other places. Right. After that, if you realize also another very important thing, it's to memorize the theme. Many people try to improvise in themes without knowing them, and it's very important in Brazilian music, the theme. Why I'm telling this? Because if you play jazz, if you live this world of improvisation, you have you realize that the theme sometimes is not important. The theme, it's only it's like an introduction for improvisation. And here in Brazilian music we have a different way of thinking. The theme is so important. The melody, we have a music here that was created by great composers, not great improvisers. If we take the music done after bossa nova, we start to have improvisers, but a lot of traditional kind of Brazilian music that doesn't have this freedom to create. Okay, then it's so important to make to memorize the theme. And if you have difficulties with memorizing, I'm going write for me in the comments. I'm gonna teach you how to memorize some techniques I use to memorize. I'm not breathing them. That's why sometimes I play to remind where am I. All right, but always try to improvise in a theme, Brazilian theme, after memorizing the melody. All right, let's do some more phrases. All right. Wow, this is a very scalar. I don't know if this word exists in English, but it's like a scale. It has a chromatic moment and continues descending and ups at the end. When the phrase is so complex to do, we can use fragments, little pieces of this phrase. Let's start from the beginning, okay? If you are so focused in what I'm doing, the phrase didn't sound is exactly the same I did on the song. Sometimes the chromatic passage was not so easy to I thought if I do the same chromatic idea, it wouldn't sound so good if I change the place. That's why I didn't use the idea, okay? The how can I say this? The exact idea. All right. Look, very different from the original. All right. Original idea. Let's try to make some same thing. The original idea. You can say, Luciano, you are not playing with the same you are varying the time. Sometimes you play fast or sometimes you play slow. That's because these ideas sometimes are complex to adapt in an improvised way to these harmonies. All right, but I think I'm experimenting, I'm trying, I'm learning, all right? If some of this phrase sounds so good to me, I want to have this in my vocabulary, I'm gonna study to have the total domain of this execution, all right? Now I'm extracting some ideas to show you that the theme can be used like the first material to give us ideas of improvise. Okay. I know a lot of musicians that take ideas from books, from some leaks, and in Brazilian music we don't have these books, and we think differently. I think we the Brazilian improvisation, it's born in the variation of the theme. All right. And then don't worry if you get some ideas and don't execute them in the time of the theme. Work just on the good and the remarkable ideas. Okay. Let's do the last one. I want you to say. Let's do this. Other idea that idea that walks on time. Okay. Okay. The last idea of the theme, I won't say nothing about today because it's also a very complex idea. It requires more study, all right? And now I'm going to improvise a few chorus inside the theme with a slower beat, okay? Then try to use some of the theme ideas, all right? I'm gonna play the theme again and improvise. these chords I forced some ideas, alright? It wasn't an improvisation, a free improvisation. I was forcing myself to do things that aren't common from my execution. This opens our mind to new ideas for some to make some new movements on our make new moves in our hands, okay? And makes us more capable in reacting also. If other musician makes an idea we think is interesting, we can try to repeat. Because we are exploring this theme with a lot of variation, working on variation. All right. Now I'm going to improvise freely. All right. I won't be worried with using just phrases of the theme. I'm going to mixture, and when I feel that's the moment I'm gonna use some idea from the theme. All right. Right, working these ideas from the theme made me play some things that were out of my my baseline of improvising. Did you understand? Sometimes it's still made some difficult execution. If you look, I had some difficulty on playing the left hand because I was processing I was using my mind to process this new execution, this new phrase, to adapt it to the chords. But if we practice more time these ideas, we started to play more and more freely. All right. That's were the ideas of today. Okay, I'm Luciano Ruas, a Brazilian musician, and every day I'm going to be here to talk you about how to improvise in Brazilian music with Brazilian accent. All right. Thanks for watching me. I hope you like this video. If you like, please share with friends or with another musicians. And if you have some doubts or want that I talk about something, leave this in comments. Okay. Thank you for watching, and bye bye. See you tomorrow.